Hey everybody, I'm back. I have been talking about workflows and how to automate things inside of your all-in-one marketing platform. The all-in-one product that I absolutely love is GoHighLevel. There's a lot of companies out there that have white labeled it, but it's pretty much all the same. Or you might even be using something like Kajabi or Kartra. Any of these all-in-ones have some kind of way of automating the back end. So they might look a little different, but they all work the same. So I've been doing this little series that just talk about that. So in this video, I just want to show you how you can kind of track and monitor what's happening behind the scenes once you kick it off. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and I will jump into GoHighLevel. And again, if you're just getting started with workflows and automations, over here on the left under automations, and go back and watch the other videos, you can get my best practices. So I'm inside a folder called 2024 Game Plan Workshop. And so I've had I have 3 separate workflows based on what it is. So there was the opt-in. And so there was a whole series of steps once somebody opted in for that workshop. Then I sent out a replay. So there was a series of steps connected with that little workflow. And then they also were given login to a private little membership area so that they could get all of the resources and go back and rewatch the videos, all of that kind of stuff. So I had 3 different workflows. And it will show me how many people were enrolled or basically went through it. This was something that I had done a while back. So notice the active enrolled are 0. Now, why would we have that? Occasionally, when you're building out workflows, you will build in pauses. Okay, so maybe somebody signed up for your freebie and you are sending them the first email, and then you're waiting a day, and then you send them a second email, then you wait another day, and so forth. So you can see that it kind of spreads out over time, and it might take 7 days to complete that entire workflow. So whenever people come into that workflow, they're at different stages. So if it was that type of a workflow, then, I might have had 44 people that signed up, but maybe I still have 3 people going through it. All right. Does that make sense what I'm saying? All right. So you can just click on the number here, or we can just open it up. And when we do that, it takes us up here to the top where it says enrollment history. And so it's showing the people that went through that workflow, the date that they were enrolled, and what is the current action, what step are they at, and the status. And so all of these people have finished. They've gone through the entire workflow. And so there's no next execution. If this person was waiting like 2 days and then they'd get another email, we would see that there. Okay. And then if you come up here to the top, if you click on execution logs, you can also see like if something has happened. So here, this person, starting at the bottom, remember, I always say I assign a user. So this person came into my workflow, it got assigned to me. Then they were given access to the course area. Then I created the contact tag. And you can see as I hover over, it's showing me the exact steps here. Okay, so it sent an email. It was my workshop replay, and then removed from workflow. So basically they got to the end and then they're done. So they were finished. And then the status here is you want executed. Occasionally it might say fail. So if they put in a bad email and the very next action was email and it failed, then you can tell by looking, oh, wait a minute, there's a problem here with the email. This step here, he got skipped because they came into the workflow after the fact. So it skipped this step and just went to the replay. So in other words, they didn't make it for the live. The system recognized based on the date. So it just skipped them to the next one. All right. Does that make sense? And you can sort these by last 30 days, today, yesterday, so forth. And you can search all the actions. You can search any of the statuses. So if you had a large list that you were going through this workflow, you could check for all of the failed. And then that would just help you kind of keep an eye on that. All right. So is that making sense? So let me come back here so I can see you. So it's just a little side thing that you can help you keep track of what's happening in that workflow. As always, when you create these workflows, you'll create it and you'll run through 1 or 2 tests and you'll check it to make sure that it's hitting every mark, and then you're good to go. And then if you're in the middle of a launch, for instance, you can just be tracking this and looking, and no worries, because people get to the end of the workflow and it's ready to go. So I hope that was helpful. As always, do a quick little plug for my Digital Business Academy membership. Put the details down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.